when you see this simple thing, you have an opportunity for you to take the advantage. Once you see this, you have to take the advantage, and without missing works, something is going to drop, because forex trading is a large community that can help anyone to make money if you are accurate in your analysis. My name is GDFX. In this video, I want to drop something that will help you to make profits. So once you see this opportunity and something like this, I told us that you have an opportunity to catch some spikes. You have an opportunity to take some scalping and catch a spike. But you know, one of the challenge here is that when some people are taking their trades, you discover that they find it difficult to see the movement of the market, or to know when this market is going to drop, because sometimes the more they are pushing to see the entry point, the more sometimes the market will be going up, like what you can see here now in this very place. Like somebody who entered into this place expecting the spike to drop down, you see that it took place from here down to this place, giving that person a huge problem, so making it difficult for one to see the accurate entry point. So in that case, what can one do to use this very strategy to be able to make an outstanding profit? I'm going to show you this, and please pay attention to watch here. Once you are using this very strategy, you will notice something. Use your 1 minute time frame to place a trade using this very strategy if you want to make profit using this very strategy. But you have to know that when you are using your 1 minute time frame, that there is a need for you to visit your higher time frame, which is your 1 hour and 4 hours, for you to know the trending candle of the day. So once you do that, you will notice that once you have this shape in your window 1, you notice that the next movement of the candle will always, the next movement of the lines will always look like this. So why this thing is going on, the blue line will not cross below the black line and cross this very red here, and once it cross, you will see it pulling down. You see it pulling down to this very level, because the red will go down now. So once this red goes down to this very position, it's now giving a sign that something is about to go up, because in your 1 minute time frame, what always shows that the market is about to go up is this red line crossing the blue line. I seen it, the red line crossing the blue line. Watch this here. Watch this. I'm going to be specific because there are some things that can confuse people, but watch out of what I'm about to show you. Watch this place. This is 26 moving average, 26 EMA. This is 26 EMA and the 12 EMA. All right, and 12 EMA. The 26 is the period, and the E here represent exponential, while the A is moving average. So you get the exponential when you open your moving average, and you get the 20, you open the next one, which is this color red and the color blue. That is what we have in this very place. So please take note of that. Now, once you see this red cross the blue line first and the black cross below it like this, know it that it's about to take few candles on scalping. When I mean scalping, going up in this direction, that is one of the signs that something is about to drop. Watch what we have here. Can you see this now? This is one thing you should watch out for. So when you are trading on the current market of the day, like what we have in this very place now, like what we have here now, look at this. If you notice this, you will see that similar thing like that happened in this place. Now watch this place too. you notice that similar thing happened like this. Can you see these things now? So once you are able to watch, I mean, for those who love doing scalping, sometimes when I say scalping, people say that I say scalping or whatever. What I'm saying is scalping. So what I mean is scalping. Scalping, please, which means catching some P. So when you visit your H1, you will see the blocks. What I mean is taking the candles when it is going up. So please, for newbies, understand me, and you know that our tongue are not always the same. So once you see that, you discover that we have something like this. So be careful to fish out fake signals. Be ready to fish out fake signals. All right. So let me show you those things so that you will know that what I'm showing you is real. Look at it. Once you have this, first you confirm it here, even at the middle of the market. Then what you have here, look at this place. This is to show you that it's not yet balanced. It's not completely balanced. Look at it. But even at that, you still have few candles to take or to enjoy. Are you seeing what I'm showing you? Are you seeing it? So this is how simple the market can be. So anybody can do this thing. Now, when you want to catch a spike, do yourself a favor, visit your 5 minutes time frame. Then when you visit your 5 minutes time frame, use the lower time frame. Now, when the market is doing a consolidation like this, you will be seeing it in this form. Now, the scalping that will go on and show you the true nature of the market, that will help you zoom out completely for you to see the movement of the market, so that you will be able to detect your trend lines, and you'll be able to mark your horizontal line so that for you to see the trend of the support and the resistance, so that you'll be able to detect the price actions of the market. So once you do that, you have to zoom out once again, then use your 1 minute time frame this time. What are you using the 5 minutes time frame to do? Now look at this. Let me try to make it clear so that you will not be confused. Look at this place, please. Listen to me. Follow here now. Look at this place. I told us that once you see a cross, the red must first cross with the blue, and the blue will go down like this. Now, the red will also cross the black. Once you have this, the red will do the crossing. That is to show that the market is going up. The red will first cross the blue, and the red will also cross the black, and the red will go up. That is how to see it. Then if you see that, watch the agreement on the main chart. Watch the agreement on the main chart. When they cross together, then the question is, watch this thing. The question is, when should I close the trade? Now, if you are trading using your 1 hour candle, you will know that in trading your 1 hour candle, you notice that as this market is now, this market may decide to drop here or here or here in this very place, or if it drops in this place, the next candle will open and open and open and get to this place and try again and come back and try again and come back and try again, and may decide to break out from this place, or when it try this one, it may decide to pull down to this place before going up in this very direction. So once you are doing a scalping, like that little scalping you are seeing, that little candles you are seeing that is making move on your lower time frame, is just this retracement. So you see, when you are trading a candle that is trying to make that is on a bearish movement like this, so you cannot be scalping and relax. So one thing you should do is, in your 1 minute time frame, you should not exceed more than 4 to 5 candles or 10 candles. You are out because it have crossed together, and here it have crossed. Count at least 5 candles from there and you are out. Are you hearing me? You are out. Then when am I going to be catching a spike? When am I going to be catching a spike? What should I be looking at for when it comes to catching a spike? Then the answer is simple. The opposite of what we are doing in the main listing is the same thing you'll be doing. Now look at this. It was the same red line that made a cross. Now when you see a cross like this, which is this thing you are seeing here, wait. Once you see that, wait, allow the blue line now to cross to the black. Once you see it cross to the black, then watch what is going to happen. Let me use another clear distance for it so that you'll be able to see it. Watch. Once you see the blue cross the black, and you notice that this thing have crossed, watch it. From here to this place, the spike drop from there to here. You know, especially when you are using this on your, when you are doing this on your 1000, on your crash 1000 or boom 1000. Look at it. Look at it. I see you. Look at the blue crossing and finally crossing in this place. It still move in this direction till the end of the market. I seen it. Then before the red will now make another move, which means want to show that it's trying to take a bearish movement. Are you seeing that? So these are how simple these things can be. This is how simple these things can be. This is how simple these things can be. So in as much as you are seeing this thing like this, as long as you have seen this thing, watch out what is the position of the blue and the black. So in this case now, if you are not too sure, that means you have to visit your 5 minutes time frame to see the nature of the market. Are you seeing that? But the only confusing thing here is that this thing here can change. This thing you are seeing here now can change as a form, so it may confuse you if you are not that conversant with the movement of the market. So when you are changing this thing now, look at it. In your, after this thing cross here, it will take off. So once the red cross down to this place again, it's going down. So when it comes to higher time frame, what you may be looking at for may not be as the same as what you will see, because opposite of it is the reverse. I see what I'm showing you. But one thing that can help you, always remember that when everything have failed, that there is one thing that can never fail you. That is the breakout in the crossing of the line. That is one thing that can never fail. So even when these things are confusing to you, please always stick to the movements of the candle in your main chart. It is very, very correct. I mean, when you know how to analyze your market, you can do it. And when I say you can do it, you can do it. Let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. So if I remove this now, this is what I have on my main chart. So I can be able to trade this. Once I see this cross and see this candle that opened up, when it happens like this, I will trade from here. Those that know me know that this is what I will do. So I will trade from here to take advantage of this. Once I see the next candle open up and I see that the candle close as a bullish and the next candle open to move like a bullish, I don't have any choice than to close. So if I trade here and close at this very point, I am on profit. Then I may relax, and I may relax if it enters into this place without retracing back like what we have here. I will not allow it to cross to this place. Even at that, I am still on profit. So these are some things you should know. And let me make this announcement once again, that our 100 days of challenge that's going to end with $1,000 is going to commence next week. Please join our Telegram group if you want to participate in that, because I will be addressing the group any moment from now to tell them the instructions on how we can go. So if you are not in that group, please do well to join in that group immediately, and so that the informations will be reaching out to you, so that we'll know, and I will tell you the terms and conditions for those who are going to be participating in that very group. So please feel free to join that group, because you are not paying for that group. All right, feel free to do that, because everybody can join in that group. Look at these things. Once you have something like this is just a breakout. If you see a breakout, this is where it crosses. You allow it, you enter from here. This is where you can end this thing, and you take here as your SL, your stop loss. So this is very, very simple. So once you see a spike coming down again to touch this very line, once you see this spike and once you see this line, it's a sign for you to know that something is coming. Once you see this weak candle alone and this thing, this drama here is a no-go, because even if a spike and come back to this place, it's not a good move. So once you see this, what I'm saying is that aside these things, you can still add something to your main chart. And you know that for those who are using Android version, for those who are using Android version, this is the one they can see in their main chart in your phone. So it's possible for you to use, this is what you'll be seeing. For those who are using Android version, this is what you'll be seeing in your phone. So you can use this. For those who are asking me, how do I set up this very one in my handset or in my Android version, or so you can use this thing to add the one. Look at the one, so that you look at it, this one below and this one below. This one is wider, this one is wider, and why this one is just the average directional movement index. So the difference is not that much. So this is what you can also see in your main chart. Let me add up this one a little bit, so that you will know that there is no difference in all of them. The wider is the advantage for using the main chart, for using the PC. So can you see it? So though it's a little bit faint, so this is what you get when you are trading using this very thing. But if you don't really understand this, please stick to your moving average. Because when every other thing fails, your moving average will not fail you if you know how to use them very well. Look at it. If you know how to use them very well. So my name is GDFX. I want to thank all my subscribers, my returning subscribers, my new ones, and those who have been viewing our videos, who believe in us, those who want to learn from us to make profit in the forex world. Let me remind you that forex is a large community, and you can succeed in it. Just find your way, use our videos, watch our videos, and practice them on your demo, and come back and testify. Join the Telegram group, because once we reach the number that I want, the thing will start, the challenge will start by next week. So I will be addressing the group any moment from now, so that we know what it takes for you to be participating in that group. GDFX is signing out. Thank you.